Meet Zoomlock, the 10-second flame-free refrigerant fitting from Parker. Reduce labor costs by 60% with no brazing, no flame, and no fire spotter. Discover how Zoomlock can help you be more efficient and productive. Visit Zoomlock.com for more information.
Those of us with dirty hands, blood stains intertwine, right away each morning to grind it out another time. The faces in the mirror, and not as young as they once were, but they're proud, they're proud.
What's going on, guys? We're at a customer's house here. As you can see, looks like we got a carrier, an older carrier. We got a Rude. Customer says the unit for the back of the house is not cooling. I'm assuming it's this one. No, I'm gonna be wrong because I just shut this one down. That pipe there, you can tell it just got done sweating. So it's probably gonna be the old carrier here that's not working. Let's see what we got. Got a 24 ACR 13 SEER 3-ton from 2010, it looks like, or 08. All right, let me go grab my tools and get into this thing. All right, guys, the contactor is depressed. You can look at that capacitor and see she's pretty good and swollen. And I just heard it try to turn over, but I know we got voltage, and we do. Well, let me get a better connection than that. There we go. 244 volts. They did a really sloppy job. No, it's not even wrapped all the way in conduit, no disconnect, so I'm gonna have to go inside and find a breaker. All right, guys, I got the breaker off, but you can clearly see that this capacitor is bulged. I'm not even gonna test it. A lot of guys would test it, but there's no reason to. It's bad. It's a 50+5. I'll have one on the truck. So I'm gonna go get one. We'll put her in place, and this carrier should run. All right, a lot of guys have been asking for a truck tour of the F250, and I'm gonna do it, but here's a teaser. You fold down the middle, you grab that latch right there, and you enter capacitor city, baby. Look at that. All the way down, that but capacitors, relays, hard starts. So there's a little teaser for you guys. I got a bunch of them that are loose out the box. Let's see if we can find us a 50/5. Look at that. A 50/5 right there. All right, I got the new capacitor in there. I always date my capacitors, and I always put it where you can see what size it is. I try to anyway. I'm going to recommend a good service on these units. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's pretty dirty. It could use a good cleaning. I'm sure this old Rude over here is just saying, well, the Rude don't look too bad, but it could use it too. I don't have time to do it today, but I am going to recommend it. And right now I'm going to go inside. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to depress the contactor back in. And now I'm gonna go hit the breaker, and this thing should fire up. All right, guys, well, the carrier's running, as you can see, but it looks like somebody, and this is R22, keep in mind, looks like somebody has overcharged the piss out of this thing. So I'm gonna get my S-mans out and check the superheat and subcooling and head pressure, because my head pressure Robin air gauge has went bad, and I'm waiting on a new one to come in. So I'm going to check out the refrigerant charge on this thing. All right, guys, as you can see there by the S-man, somebody has definitely overcharged this unit. 88 on the suction, 12 degrees. Well, I mean, it's actually coming down, but the superheat is too low. Target subcooling on this unit is 8 degrees. So I'm gonna go get my tank and probably remove a little bit, because see, we're almost flooding back liquid right there. Yeah, so somebody's overcharged this unit. All right, guys, I'm a little happier with that. My subcooling was starting to get at an unacceptable range. It's at 5.7. The target's 8, but that's in the plus or minus 3. My superheat is still low for my liking, but it's going up and down. Looks like the TXV is hunting back and forth a lot. Suction pressure is a lot better. It was all the way up to like 94, 95. It's down to 82. So I do like the way things look much better after removing some charge. So, and yeah, for those of you that don't know, I went back to the S-Mans. Just too much trouble with testo lately. The Chinese manifolds just weren't reading right. Temperature clamps were giving trouble. So I went back to Old Faithful field piece S-Man 360, if you look. Yep, S-Man 360. They're a little big, but I like them. Everything's displayed on one screen. Your pressure, your superheat, your saturation, and your line temperatures are all displayed on one screen, so you don't have to toggle. They're a good manifold. I really don't care what anybody says. It's a good manifold, and I'm happy with them. So, yeah, we're looking good. I'm happy with that right there. I'll leave it right there. That's definitely better than what it was. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all on the next one.